96.1 FM abusuafo ya sanso mama kwaba mama tenase edeba Adekyee Mu Nsem dwumadie so medin di Nicholas Moka nene enya abem ene ye fiada ye kwaji ya home nanso ansa na ye bekọ no wo se ye dwendwen oman no ho di nkomo na afei ye sinkunya na ye de amane a ewo ho na ade bremo mame fa se da matwedi ampon de di kan kra sanse ono ena ade ni na ye ne dia obo nsuo ono no obo awo obo hyew no wato ne nsuo no abo awia enti efre no totoro bones tonsu nyankopon a na chi nanim obia mpo nhye dan ni ho a ne sa ti ewrade na dom ene na yehia na ene ye Friday de kwan bia so no ebedi nkomo ye behwe nsem a ayekọ eba na encheye na ye hwe nimu ase epue mantemu mensni crach mpanyimfo a ye yiyom no omampanyi bebodini esanse na wabo ama baby bebre nanso ye haide na ye nya ye de ye nyame ncha de wonya de aba eba en baby wo ho a nipa wo ho no mo ebunjo so na ye da nyame asese a chimasa blog obia de ne huni obia hye ne ho so yenim se saa na bekọ akopem se ye beto so aba na assembly members so edi emre ni ade enti a confirming candidates nini na one touch 100% na nka yakọ yanim ewo oman ne kyekere ene ne puntu mu ene nti yebedi eno ho nkomo na fei so endra mayday adwumayefo nkabom ko twetwefo panyi ene mpanifo eka ho ede nsem bia todwa yebetie nsem no na afei so omosan so ede abetudwa omampanyi akasa a o kire se adwumayefo ewom se afei akatua ode ma adwumayefo no wo fom de nenso bibinti nyame yadoma afei a yebesimi ene esemani obetumu a mamu akasa befuno mo befuno adwumayefo ene nti yebetie sa ene no ne nchichiremu ho no yedi hu nkomo yebehwe senia NPP amayokuo no so eko na sisia no NPP amayokuo no gina bebi a eho atro kakra yenim se nyame be ya adom na ntiase aye adwuma womu a womu niema bi omu ye bra Ghana fonya rehyemu gidie ede tumi hye womu nsa se munipa amode na base ento abamani oye no nonsense man ompe corruption oye human rights activist oba beboa nti Ghana for to aba ne yesi 1 million vote e bin sida ama Ghana for de ni J Edison na Nado Dankweku Fado ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mu na yesi senie wiye ne behu chale amambu no de di kan ko na wiye afi de na niema bi aye de wo nkra wo de bae ne say 4 more for Nana to do more 4 more for Nana to do more na Ghana for senye hwe yensa mana na mfie nan na onsan ye more no krani na membo ni beba wie ne de me hu niema bebura me hu se nti niema we ni na wo ho niema we na kana na betumi aye na ye den enso efa ba bi wo ho a eno so anko yi kra ema me nkasa meti he medi na ho yaw bebre sanse so oba be gitumi na o kan nsem bi le kire me a na mehwe wo ne ye no na ne nia wo kan ne mfa na ama yawdie bi abam nti megidi se Ghana fo ne pi na no nia me kin na me kire so sa na mo so mo de koyeye enso ye be ne den ye de kokromoti ene kire Ghana fo se ene ye the sanity de ane me yirida dey sambe wa me foforo na oba ye no ade a oye mani nje ho kra ene behwe Ghana fo so mu asawe street so ba bia mirida dey ene nde eja ababio esremu jata John Dramani Mahama His Excellency Ghana fo ene 1.5 boom omoto de ma no ene wa be afi MPP fo etiko apai we say ye ya na me person na me kan sem bi kire o sɛ Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ɛne Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ɔmo ntɛm ɛte sɛn ɔmo ntɛm te sɛn ayɛmbia Nana Addo wɔyi Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ma anaasɛ Dr. Mahmood Bawumia wɔyi Nana Addo ama sɛ wotie nkɔmmɔ no ɔmo kɔ Kumasi kyɛ sɛ wotie nkɔmmɔ no na ɛnya asɛm ketewa aborɔ nyɛ deɛ yi Kennedy deɛ no na afei kora deɛ sekan twetwe akɔba mu yɛawɔ baako sekan a kyerɛ sɛ ɛno nti Honorable Kennedy Japan sɛ menda kora nkɔ bio ɛna makyikyafoɔ aba ama baba wɔ mo sekan ɛndra yɛte yɛ a chairman sɛ o megye ahome kakra ɛwɔ campaign no ɛyɛ thank you tour no mu thank you tour no ɔkɔ ahomegye kakra wɔ mu na ɔde akɔyɛ biribi foforɔ ɛhɔ a na ebinom sɛ o ne bu afu nti na wasan dabi mepamokyɛw nte saa ɔde nkyerɛmu aba ɔse ɔmo kɔ akɔyɛ demo on the 5th nti demo no ɔkɔboaboa ne ho na wakɔ demo no bi yɛbɛhwɛ na yɛtie saa nsɛm no na nsɛm bi bobɔba a ɛkyerɛ sɛ Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo sɛ Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ɛsan bɔ ne ho musuo sɛ ɔhɔ abɛfa krataa etu frankaa de ama NPP ama yɛkuo no a Nana Addo ɔntae n'akyi ɛyɛ nsɛm a ɛɛba ɛnyɛm na meka ayi menim sɛ wate deɛ ne wahu deɛ mekyerɛ no wontee so a me na meka kyerɛ wo a mɛkyerɛ wo baabi efiri ɔmo se sɛ Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ba Nana Addo ayɛ n'adwene sɛ ɛnyɛ adeɛ ɔbɛ support no okay sɛ Nana Addo sɛ ɔn support Dr. Mahmood Bawumia deɛ a ɛneɛ hwan ɛna ɔbɛ support no ɛhɔ na asɛm no gyina ɛno ne ma asɛm a meebisa ɛne ti saa nkɔmmɔ ne nyinaa no ma watie nkɔmmɔ wei na wankasa wotie wie a na watumi ehu ne baabi a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtumi ɛkɔ na yɛde ɛfa ɛne nti wobɛhyɛ ne nsɔma me na afei wakɔ so ne matena na meba ma wabɛtie nsɛm no mu mede wobɛkɔ polisifoɔ aso yɛyɛ amanneɛ bi so fi hɔ nom aba a ɛno nso ɛwɔ sɛ mebɔ nkyerɛmu nipa bi a yɛse yɛ kidnap wɔ mo polisifoɔ akɔkyekye nkurɔfoɔ bi nipa no so yɛagye ɔmo afei so baabi a yɛkɔhwutu nipa bɛyɛ 5 mmom wuyɛ no polisifoɔ agu so a yɛnhwehwɛ mu ne adeɛ a mede saa update ne bɛba na ansa na no ma memfa aseda ɛma nnwumakuo a agye peneɛ na wɔma so yɛase a yɛde dwumadi ɛrebrɛw Franco Vendor and Bentronics Ventures foɔ Tayachi Trinity Power Herbal Clinic Amagye Herbal Clinic foɔ ɛso yɛasen bi saa so ɛna Frimpong Enterprise adwumawura Polytank Tayachi Perfect Herbal Hospital Telecel ɔmode Telecel cash no aba na weidie sende keke yɛmfa sedama Be Kind Enterprise yɛmfa bi ma Betway Town Square Groceries na Herbal yɛnda ɔmase ɔwusu bi Pork Show na menkae wo sɛ woso a wotie mi na owó adwuma bibia yɛbɔ ho dewura ɛyeye no fa bɛ support yɛn na yɛso yɛntɔn yɛmbɔ ho dewuro ɛmfa ɛma wo na adansi a ɛba no ɛsen asɔre dɛm deɛ okɔ mɔpade a yɛbɛka kyerɛ sɛ dumbfounding testimonies adansi a ɛba no ɛsen a yɛdi wɔ Pentecost asɔre dɛm ma menkyia Pentecost fo nyinaa na menkyia Presby foɔ asomdue ɛnka mo Trinity Congregation ɛyɛ Reverend Abiba Musa Amponsa mama asomdue nka mo na Reverend Nyameche anɔpɛ yi memawakye Dr. Nana Nyameche oyɛ Divisional Police Commander yɛmawakye one MTTD Commander yɛwura Saki Mensa Victor papa asomdue nka mo nyinaa megyere sɛ mo ho yɛ na menkyia NIB for National Intelligence Bureau for menim sɛ mo agyebrɛ mu na mo monitor yɛbɛto nkra de ama mo NIB for because mo na mo de signal ne konkran na mo ma ɔmanpanyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama NT aseɛ sɛ galamsey no yɛni mfiri so yɛ na yegu so a ye twɛn say state of emergency no be declare was so to me declare. He doesn't need 1 year to declare state of emergency on river bodies and forest reserves. He doesn't need even 5 months or 6 months. That is a flimsy excuse from anyone who will say oba yen cheye intima yen kasa on declare debi. He doesn't need that period. If they could tell us say last year say 3 MPs no every NPP side called independent no munya that short time the be majority, they could turn around things to repeal LI 2462 now. What happened? Say mabedi o and there 2nd of May. Aka 5 days, now 120 days now so. Aka 5 days. Waba bedi. And also say sama mre and sana will declare state of emergency. No. This is not the Ghana we want. Like you said in your campaign, the Ghana we want action and action now. Action and action now. Not soon. Inti NI before mo send a signal no ma man panyin ma yen say odane listeners ni na no ye say galamsey no eyo abro so. Ye be din komo Teddy apel beba nana Teddy obekasa ma NPP amayoko no sa so na Malaika Wahab ebe free asane manso across so mpeso ano so hono mo aba na omo abetina se na ye din komo na ansana no ma me fa wonko update aba no mu na hye ne bi nso na fe fa mame ewo Achimansa FM so. .1 FM ma yemfa update abano ɛnto anim na afei yɛnkɔ na yɛnkɔtie nkɔmmɔ yi a meti ho de akyerɛ wo sɛ Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ɛba sɛ ɔba bɛgyina a ɛnyɛ adeɛ a mprempren sɛ adwene deɛ ɛsesa so wɔ ho adwene deɛ ɛsesa sɛ adwene no ansesa deɛ a na kyerɛ sɛ baabi a yɛfiri ba baabi a yɛtete no na kyerɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ adeɛ a Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ɔbɛsɔpɔte no na ɛhefa na wei akyemansa yɛnya ɛfiri ba yɛde ɛto w'anim no yɛbɛma wo so wate mu abi na Ghana Police Service ɛse nipa bi a ba sɛ video bi nam viral sɛ yɛ kidnap wɔ mo no na wɔn ɛdi akyire a na sesie yi deɛ ɔmakye nipa nwɔtwe a wɔn ɛho bɔn saa nsɛm no mu na wei no Ghana Police Service ɛna National Signals Bureau NSB ɛna afei so the Nigeria Police Force ɛna wɔn rescue 2 female victims of kidnapping a capture wɔn on video that went viral. 8 suspects have so far been arrested in connection with the crime from their hideout in Ghana and Nigeria. Further details will be shared in due course. Inti we there aposifoɔ mpɛ sɛ yaso besi ɛwɔ nea ɛkɔ so no ho na mmom no ɔmo ɛti ho kakra ɛde akyerɛ yɛn sɛ ɔmo nsa so saa nipa no mu na afei ɔmo ɛhwɛ sɛ ɔmo nsa betumi aka ɔmo amaka no ɛne nea ɛtoa so biara. Inti wɔ sɛ the Ghana Police Service is immensely grateful to the NSB and the Nigeria Police Force for the collaboration and support in the rescue and arrest operations. Inti dedi kan ya bae no eno no enti nipa bi a na ya kidnap wo mo no police for aboa we collaboration work National Signal Bureau for any Ghana Police Service with in collaboration with Nigerian Police and omo agisa nipa nti yenhwe baby a ebeko akosi. Now another information bandra na jo emi se na wada na no pay ya be ye se ya se de ne se ma wo hu ne ekọ so police for nhwehwemu efa etuo tutuo bi ekum nipa enum ewo esiyaw eben nsawem na Eastern South Regional Police Command yen hai unim se yen headquarters no ewo chebi commander ohwe mpeso yisu ha no ono na oboa ye ma we ni na tumi ekọ so yembo na baso ewo chebi ene mpanyifo a eka ho ni na enti Eastern South Regional Police Command investigate shooting incident no and so on the 29th of April 2025 nipa enum nam so ewuye ewo akwani dobro eben insawem hopa de efro ho esiyaw na police for chese omumpanyifo ene hwehwemufo ekoduru bia nsem we esiye no na nipa enum sebe omo ahwe omo enkwa omo nanso ye mmema omo emfie kwa anim kakra etuo ena akasa omo ena deda ho na enu achi no omo kyerese ndi omo koto so nie omo ekoto Toyota Tacoma vehicle car yi bi baako afi Toyota Tundra car baako omo nya etuo pump action gun na 17 live cartridges etua boba ne ayento ye etumi kum nipa yi bi eno so dunson ka ho ena 4 empty cartridges eno de na atoto anamum adaka no na ndeda ho ena 3 7.62 mm empty shells eno so na ededa ho ena 1 9 mm empty shell afei 5 heavy duty motorbikes ni na ye niema apolisifoɔ kɔto sɛ egu hɔ no ma nipa no so awu ɔmo sesaayɛ enti apolisifoɔ ahyase yɛ nhwɛmu na nhwɛmu no ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ nipekuo mienu bi ɛna ɛka mi sɛ ɔmo kabo mu anaasɛ ɔmo de si ani na etuo totoɔ kɔ baa mu enti wo a wo ho nyɛ den na wangyina yie no ɛna etuo ka saa nipa enum yi a wɔn etimi ahwe wɔn enkwa no na bia hɔ yɛ baabi a wɔn tu anua yɛ de si dan yi bi ɛhɔ na saa de akɔ so na nti ɛbaa ne saa no apolisifoɔ afa emu no ɛde akɔ apolisifoɔ ayaresabea akɔ kra emu no sɛnɛ ɛbɛyɛ a wɔn betimi ama no ada hɔ na wɔn ahwehwɛ wɔn abusuafoɔ na ɛno akyi no wɔn ayɛ mu nhwehwɛmu na nipa nso a sɛbe wɔn nim saa owuo yi ho bi no wɔn atumi etu wɔn nso ɛsa na wei mu no nso ɛyɛ amane apolisifoɔ de aba a mepɛ sɛ wɔso ti bi another one apolisifoɔ de aba ɛno nso bandra ɛnum nso ɛkyerɛ sɛ Ghana Police Service egu so a wɔn ɛhwɛ sɛ nipa bi a sɛbe wɔn ni ho kwan sɛ wɔn kuta etuo no mu ne adeɛ no saa nipa yi no wɔn akyi bi nipa mmiɛnsa na wɔn kuta etuo a ekum wei mu no ɛyɛ Western Central Regional Police Command ɛna ɛkye wɔn ne nanse ya na wɔn kye wɔn amaneɛ no na aba a mede to wɔn mu na ɛkɔbaa sɛ ɛwɔ bɔwdeɛ ɛwɔ Wasai Kuropɔn Western Region ɛhɔ ɛna wɔn nsa ka wɔn no nipa mmiɛnsa yi wɔn din ɛyɛ Hakeem Imoro afei Imoro Tahiru ɛna Nuruddin Wahab wɔn yɛkye wɔn ɛbrɛ a na wɔn te Grand Bed bus wɔn nsa bus kɛseɛ paa ne bi no na wɔn ti mu a kyɛ sɛ wɔn ɛde ɛkɔ bus ne number yɛ AX 443122 a na kyɛ sɛ ɛkɔ Wasai Kuropɔn na wɔn akyi wɔn no wɔn ɛsɛkye wɔn ho wɔn ɛhwɛ wɔn ho no wɔn nya ɛyɛ etuo a 21 rounds of ammunition wɔn ahyehyɛ aboba baako 21 ɛna ɛhyɛm na wei no na ɛwɔ Hakeem Imoro ɛna na ɛhyɛ ne ho na wɔn bisa ne sɛ obi a wotu kwan woyɛ police ni ɔsɛ daabi woyɛ soja ni daabi na etuo yɛ ɛhyɛ wo ho yɛ ɔkyerɛ sɛ ne boss bi na de ma ne sɛ ɔmfansie ne boss bi ɛna de ma ne sɛ ɔmfansie na ne boss no so ɛyɛ hwan afei ɛhɔ na nsɛm no polisifoɔ gu so a wɔn ɛhwehwɛ mu nti polisifoɔ sa aka wɔn a wɔn agye etuo no nti yɛhwɛ deɛ ɛbɛfiri ɛnom aba na yɛde deɛ aka no nso ɛde aba abɛto wɔn anim na wɔahu nea ɛkɔ so ɛti wei ɛyɛ amaneɛ a mede firi polisifoɔ akakye na mede ɛbrɛw ɛwɔ Akyemansa 96.1 FM so na yɛnkɔ na memfa nkɔ His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ɔno nso ɛde abɛto dwa sɛ ndra wabɔ adwuma papa on behalf of Ghana foɔ mu nyinaa no wɔtumi ahwɛ aboa ɛma celebrate Ghana foɔ a wɔbɔ mo ho bɔdi bɛboa sɛ ɔman bɛkɔ n'anim ɛwɔ May Day dwumadie no ase na asɛm ti a na May Day a yɛdi ndra holiday baayɛ no na ɛda so yɛ striving for peace and stability to drive industrialization, trade and decent work for social justice na ne nyinaa mu no ne tɔfa mu no ɔmanpanyin kyerɛ sɛ afi wei no adwumayɛfoɔ ahomedagye a ɔmo anyaayɛ no asɛm ti ɛda so a yɛde bɔ bra kɔpem next year no ɛne sɛ yɛbɔ yɛn ho mmɔden a na yɛnya asomdwie ɛne fapem a sɛbe ɛbɛma yɛ man yi ɛnwo so meka sɛ ɛnwo so a asraafoɔ mbɛgye mfiri yɛn nsɛm stability ɔman ne bɛtena hɔ ɛbɛyɛ stable na ɛnke etuo bi nkɔkasa yɛn sɛ ɔmo atwetwe daabi ɛdi naa no yɛbɔ ho mmɔden sɛ asomdwie ɛne ɔman no bɛgyina bɔkɔɔ na ɛno no na ɔse ɛbɛboa ama ɛyɛ mfidi nnwuma edwadie ɛne edwuma a sɛbe ɛho te akatua papa wom na afei so no pɛpɛpɛyɛ bɛtumi atena ɔman Ghana mu nti asɛm ti a yɛde ɛkɔ no na afei yɛ reflect yɛbu yɛn kɔmpɔn akɔhwɛ ɛba no nokradie ne nhyehyɛeɛ a yɛde bɛgu akwan mu aboa na ɔman na kɔnkan no ɛno ɛho anamo ɛna ɔmanpanyin sɛ ɔretuo ɔsɛ ɔno n'aban yi ɔhwɛ sɛ abribia no ɔbɛma Ghanafoɔ adwumayɛfoɔ ɔmo di yie paa na ɔmo aboa ma ɔman mpuntuo no atumi akɔ nkan nti ɔkyerɛ sɛ Ghanafoɔ adwumayɛfoɔ yi mu na moyɛ the engine of the economy nti sɛ kaa wɔ engine a ɛnea na ɔman no ne engine no yɛ Ghana adwumayɛfoɔ mo ɛna mo boa na ma build infrastructure ɛde ama ɔman Ghana bibia bɛkɔ so bia no egyina mo amo so nti nea ayɛ yi ɔse ɔbɛhwɛ na ɔno watumi ɛde ne ho asi hɔ waboa na afei so Ghana reset agenda no etumi akɔnkan afei asɛm a ɔsa aka biem ɛwɔ ne Facebook page anɔpɛ mi de ma wo ne sɛ ɔse bɛyɛ bosome ɛnan mu ni na aban no ɛhwɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ nhyehyɛeɛ de sikasɛm ɛne ɔman nhyehyɛeɛ no bɛkɔ yie na efidi nnwuma ɛnom ne adeɛ nso apagya sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi ɛde akadeɛ a ɛbɛboa ma nneɛma a yɛnkasa yɛyɛ wɔ yɛ man mu ha no enimnyam hyɛ aba mu yɛtumi aboa na asom yɛn kasa na ɛde sika so abrɛ ɔman no ɛno ɛne nea ɔhwehwɛ afei so no ɔhwɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ adwuma aboa na edwadie afei so nkabomu ahodoɔ ɛne ɔman Ghana ne ɔman ahodoɔ no yɛbɛtumi abie yɛdwa mu na Ghana mpo no yɛde yɛn nneɛma akɔ aman ahodoɔ so akɔtɔn ama yɛnya sika afei Ghana bɛgyina brane bra ɔde ne 24-hour economy no ɛde ba bɛgyina ɔka wei sɛ wie na ɔbɛka 120 days n'asɛm ɛno sɛ o 120 days asɛm a mekan akɔyɛ sɛ bosome nan asɛm no sɛ ɔba abɛn mu a first 120 days deɛ ɔbɛyɛ no ɛyɛ social contract ɛyɛ bɔhyɛ a wahyɛ na sɛbe ɔpɛ sɛ ɔdi so ɛno nti ɔhwɛ sɛ ɔbɛkɔ so gyina pintin na nneɛma a ɛwɔ sɛ ɔyɛ na wɔtumi ayɛ ɛno nti ɔhwɛ sɛ akatua papa fair wages safe working conditions baabi a woyɛ adwuma a sɛbe wohu sɛ ampa a environment ne yɛ kama ebi te sɛ Akyemasa studio ha sei woyɛ adwuma a air condition ball environment yɛ kama wogyina studio ha koraa wohwɛ abɔnten na kyerɛ sɛ ɛkɔ yie paa ɛno bi na ɔhwehwɛ ama Ghanafoɔ adwumayɛfoɔ teacherfoɔ anursefoɔ doctorfoɔ na ɔka ne saa wie na ɔse o yɛwie na anya no wano no ɛwɔ sɛ skill ne training ɛba nti ɔbɛkyekye nkurɔfoɔ ɔmbɛtraining nkurɔfoɔ na nimdeɛ a yɛde kyekyere ɔman yɛde yɛ adwuma atumi aboa na adwumayɛfoɔ so ɔmofa ahodie workers right ɔbɛhwɛ sɛ ɛbɛyɛ adwuma ɛne nti nea ɛkɔ so no ɛna ɔbɛka sɛ o ɛne na nsampo ɛna National Youth Authority online chain nea yɛfrɛ no National Apprenticeship Program a ɛno nso ɛbɛboa de adwumawura and 1 million coders program no ade ahyɛ aseɛ dada mmeranteɛ no ebi suadeɛ no ne ade a ɛno nso ade a ɔhwɛ sɛ bɛkɔ so n'aban no ɔse ɔhyɛ ne ho bɔ anaasɛ osi nkete sɛ kwan bia so no obetumi ama adwumayɛfoɔ mmerɛ a ɛfa mo ho ɛboa mo adwuma no ebetumi sipi na egyina brane afei so no ba no baabi a moyɛ adwuma ne adeɛ nyinaa no mo ne mo adwumayɛfoɔ nkabom ne eku ahodoɔ no bɛhwɛ sɛ bibia bɛkɔ yie na aboa na ne na akyi no ɔhwɛ sɛnea adwuma ho ayɛ den inflation of unemployment apagya kɔsoro no a ɔse ano ɔden paa enti ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ nhyehyɛe na ɛbrɛ no ase na n'aban no nso ɛhwɛ sɛ bibibia a ɛyɛ ɔhaw ɛyɛ kwansidie bi a ɛwɔ Ghanafoɔ anim no obetumi aboa no ɔmo yi ɛde afi hɔ no mo afei ɛba no nwomasua ɛne nteteɛ no nso a ɔde sika bɛhyɛ hɔ na waboa na nkurɔfoɔ mmeranteɛ ɛnya nteteɛ ɛne saa nimdeɛ no ɔmatumi ɛde aboa na deɛ ɔka koraa de atwa toɔ no sɛ yɛn nyinaa Ghana adwumayɛfoɔ Ghanafoɔ nyinaa mo a mofa nkurɔfoɔ wɔ adwuma mu montie ne yie mo nso a mo ɛyɛ nkurɔfoɔ adwuma mo nso montie ne yie ɔse yɛnhwɛ sɛ yɛbɛma nkabom a asomdue wɔ mu atena hɔ nti adwumayɛni oni wɔ adwuma wura monhwɛ sɛ nkabom bɛba ɔdɔ afei ntiaseɛ na afei obuo a sɛfata adwumayɛfoɔ mumbum adwumawura nom ɛna adwumawurafoɔ so mumfa anidie sɛfata ɛmfa ma adwumayɛfoɔ na yɛnyinaa yɛnyɛ adwuma no mbom na ɛmfa yɛdie kankɔ ɛmbrɛ ɔman Ghana wei ɛne n'anudi sɛm a ɔde tu dwa a ɛnɛ yi ɔno akoro yi a ɛsan so ɛde abɛto hɔ na me so mede ɛma wo ɛwɔ yɛdwumadie yi so mɛwie ne sɛ yi no mame ɛmfa wo nkɔe na me ma nkɔtie ɛyɛ nea ɛfiri yɛ maame Jane Nana Opoku Agyeman, Vice President of the Republic. Ɔno nso de biribi aba na ebinom bisa na ɔwɔ hemfa na Vice President wɔ he leave na nso yɛ ne ho ntɔ no na ne nyinaa ne sɛ sɛbe apɔmuden hia kane nti mempo deɛ mesusu sɛ yi 15 days no ɛsu a ɔnsan twerɛ bi nka ho na ɔngyina home sɛ bosome mmienu koraa ɔnkɔgyina home san sɛ sɛbe oni hɔ na ɔman na bɛkɔ so nti ɔngye bere no ɔnhwɛ ne ho yareɛ ɛno ɛna me mɛka kyerɛ me maame ɛyɛ Professor Nana Jane Opoku Agyeman eti eno akasa ɛwɔ ha ɔse ɔde nkyia kɛseɛ paa ɛne aseda ɛma ɛyɛ ɔman Ghana adwumayɛfoɔ nyinaa titiriw mmaa ne mmarima a mowom na moboa epia ɔman Ghana kɔ n'anim ɔse wohwɛ fiti yɛn ekuafoɔ ekuafoɔ mama wakae mo mami ono obomudin omampanyin kasa wa mbomudin but the vice president abomudin o say fiti ekuafo so ediko edwedifoɔ ɛna ɔbɔ teacherfoɔ apomudinfoɔ mo a moyɛ madwuma artisans carpenters steel benders weatherfoɔ mo de mo na no wakama bom baako afei closagfoɔ public servants mo a moyɛ civil servant foɔ mo nyinaa wakama na abom ɔsɛ mo contribution nea moyɛ no ɛno na aboa ma Ghana yɛbɛduru baabi a yɛduru yi nti yɛnkɔ so nyere yɛ ho na yɛnyɛ adwuma ɛno nti ogyina aban na mu na ɔsɛ I salute your perseverance, your service and your vision for a better Ghana. Together, let us continue to advance the cause of labor, uphold the rights of workers, and strive for progress that leaves no one behind. Enti deɛ yɛ maame kan nyinaa ne sɛ otu kyɛ de ma mo nyinaa adwumayɛfoɔ yi sɛnea mokɔ so kura ɔman no mu mosom a mosom mo ni soade hunu sɛ Ghana bɛyɛ yi no ɛno nti yɛn nyinaa yɛnka bom na yɛnyɛ adwumaden na yɛma ɔman Ghana ɛnkɔ so na adwumayɛfoɔ mofa ahodie nea ɛwɔ mo no ɛnkɔ mo na yɛmpia nkɔ sɛ yɛbɛma nkunimdie ne nkankɔ aba na afei biribi a ɛnyɛ no yɛgyade ato yɛakyi ɛno nti afei kora nso no obiaa bɛdidi sɛnea ayɛ a motae ka no obiaa bɛdidi yɛngya obiaa wɔ akyire saa na ɔka wɔ ha we leaves no one behind ɔngya obiaa wɔ akyire ɛma mmarima mmɔfra mmeranteɛ obiaa ɔsɛ ɔrehyɛ mo happy May Day to all Ghanaian workers. Your work matters, your voice matters, and our future matters. And some Mami Jane and so ɛde baayɛ no ɛno no eti update wey deɛ megye de sɛ mede bɛsi hanom sei but mankɔfa ha koraa deɛ na nka mamba nkora nkɛyɛ mankɔ hɔ deɛ na nkɛnyɛ koraa mame ɛnhwɛ Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ɔno nso de biribi aba nti ɔno deɛ ɔde mfoni ɛna baayɛ ɔse I wish all workers in Ghana a happy May Day nti ɔman mu adwumayɛfoɔ kane mampanya bɛdi akyiri a ɔtu franka ama NPP ama yuko Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ɛnyɛ no se ɛnyɛ saa obi sɛ ɛnyɛ saa ɛyɛ saa pɛpɛpɛ dɔk ɛyɛ saa pɛpɛpɛ ɔse ɔma adwumayɛfoɔ nyinaa mo ne adwuma na wasan nso abɛtwerɛ biribi wɔ ha for the sake of NPP members mepɛ sɛ mede bɛto dwa ɔse ɔmo nna mmiɛnsa nhyia mu a ɔmo ne Ashanti region foɔ ɛkɔhyiaeɛ no ɛwɔ thank you tour no mu no ɛyɛ adeɛ a akɔyie papapapapapapa na ɔse ɔda obi biara ase wɔn atwumi baayɛ bɛ support yɛ ahokeka mo de baayɛ no ɔda obi biara ase ɔse moma mo nyinaa yɛnka mbom na afei ɛnhwɛ sɛ mohwɛ sɛ mobɛtumi aboa na party no agyina na akɔ n'anim na wei no ɛbɛma party na yɛ great ayɛ better for a stronger victory in 2028 nti Dr. Mahmood Bawumia de a ɔde aba no mfoni bebree wɔ hɔ a ɔkyerɛkyerɛ mpanyimfoɔ ahodoɔ nso ɛwɔ hɔ no mu nti nea ɛwɔ mu ɛno no mame ma wontie saa nkɔmmɔ yɛ a mede to w'anim no na wotie wie a wobɛhu baabi a ɛfiri ɛne nipa a ɔka sɛ na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo mpo no sɛ Dr. Bab bie mu a ɛnya deɛ ɔbɛsupporte no na yɛbisa ne sɛ na wote firi he ɔse ɔnim ne source na ɔnkyerɛkyerɛ mu mepɛ sɛ wotie wei ɛma me na ɛba sisi a na
I acknowledge up front that this is not the first time a thank you tour is happening. It's happened a lot in the past, done by before, done by Nana Akufo-Addo, and Dr. Bawumia is seeking to do the same. I think though that this one for some reason has been characterized by undue rancor and it's been as some of you have reported already, been characterized by exchange of stethoscopes and finally a stabbing. It doesn't seem as if it is doing our reputation any good. And I'm not saying here that it is necessarily the fault of Dr. Bawumia, but sometimes one cannot control circumstances, and it might be a good idea to pause from it. You just reported, and I didn't know that the national chairman has taken a break. Maybe the national chairman shouldn't take a break, the tour should take a break. And I also think that while we seemed a little obsessively focused on the national tour and what we are doing with the party, the nation has real emergencies that are going ignored. In addition to everything else, while hopefully we can put ourselves together to prepare for the next chance as government, we are also a responsible opposition party. We are the largest opposition party in the country, and there are a lot of things going on. In the judiciary, for example, the Chief Justice is under pressure and might be removed. I also think that the President, the Chief Justice own is a little, if you want, can argue with both sides, but the President is packing the Supreme Court, which is a bad idea. It sounds as if that he's losing the stomach for the fight against Galamsey. With the President where possible and oppose him with reasons where we think he's going off the rails. And I think, unfortunately, that our party is not paying enough attention to these urgent priorities. So I urge the leadership to consider that we should, in effect, work and chew our triapia at the same time by looking at both responsibilities. No, and that is precisely why I say it was ill-conceived. You know, the party has had problems with leadership bias, or at least perceptions of the same. So now we set up the Mike Okoye committee to investigate the reasons why we lost an election. People wondered why that committee was composed the way it was. They finished their work, and it is not shared with the general membership of the party, which is reasonable sometimes. Maybe it's not everything that should be put out in public. But it is clear from the kind of things that Dr. Bawumia is saying on the trail that he is privy to the contents of the report, whilst other people who may ultimately and as of right contest for the leadership are not privy to the contents of the report. That is not fair. Secondly, the General Secretary of the party issued what do they call it, an edict or fatwa against saying anything that might excite disaffection, etc., and invited Adwa to disciplinary committee. And now here is the flag bearer of the party, Dr. Bawumia, in effect going after the former president, Nana Akufo-Addo, for reasons that were insiders look quite obvious. But if we are not trying to excite disaffection, it sounds like some of the things that Dr. Bawumia is saying and implying and indirectly attributing to the president would not engender goodwill in the party and will lead to rancorous debate. So that in itself appears to be undermining the stated purpose of the talk. Oh, of course, you know, we had an executive presidency, and executive power was vested in one person. So even though he actually uses the royal we, etc., the reality is that if you understand language, when the vice president says, you can say in your reshuffle for 8 years, he means the president, you know, if you understand language. And this is fueled by the knowledge in the party that the former president has made a decision and communicated the same to some members, that he intends to support another candidate. I mean, all those are issues that we can debate later about the appropriateness of supporting Bawumia and the tensions that occurred during the last primary and all that. But having said all that, I think Dr. Bawumia cannot eat his cake and have it. You know, you cannot be touted by the likes of Osafo Mafo as the most influential and consequential vice president in our history. You were the economic guru who were going to rebuild our economy and take all the plaudits, and then when we finally lose an election, turn around and pretend you never had any influence. I think that that is wrong on two scores. It kind of portrays him unfairly or unfortunately as unprincipled, and it also portrays him as ungrateful to Nana Akufo-Addo, who has done so much for him. If Dr. Bawumia indeed disagreed with those policies, then he should have forcefully made the case in the inner councils of government. The General Secretary, Mr. Kudia, before he issued his edict, had gone around telling whoever will listen that he was virtually the only person who took on the president. Everybody else was quiet. So, for example, there were witnesses there. Did Dr. Bawumia ever speak in cabinet against the cathedral? Did he ever condemn corruption? I mean, did he ever raise his voice against what happened to Afoko and Kwabena Japon, etc., etc.? I mean, if at that time he didn't say anything, then it means that he did not give the president his best advice. And that is unfair. And if indeed all these major issues were done without regard to his opinion, then it begs the question, why did he stay there as a sympatheni and just enjoy his benefits while his judgment was ignored? No, but let's even concede the E-levy, which I doubt. What did he say about what happened to Afoko and Kwabena Japon that foundationally destroyed the party? What did he say on record against corruption? What did he say on the record against impunity? Which one of those major deals that tarnish our image did he condemn? When did he raise his voice against nurses and teachers who were not being paid? You know, I am just saying that there is no evidence that he did that. Yeah, he is blaming the former president. It's very clear that that is what he is doing. And it looks even worse because it appears that this change of heart and endorsement of candor on the part of the former vice president and running mate is based on his knowledge that finally his mentor has decided that he will not support him anymore. So, in effect, if Nana Addo was still in his camp, he would happily still be a defender of Nana Akufo-Addo. And I think that we should honestly debate the record of Nana Akufo-Addo. And I indeed agree that he was the major reason why our government was as bad as it was. But there were a lot of people who aided and abetted his malfeasance, including the most consequential vice president in our history according to their own accounting. And you can't have it both ways. You can't sit there for 8 years as vice president and enjoy all the privileges, and then as soon as you realize that the man has changed his mind, all of a sudden discover all his faults. I mean, we would have done well to hear these faults. And of course, if you are in the government and time after time, you are the principal advice is ignored, the example is clearly there. Odinga resigned as vice president of Kenya because he disagreed with the direction of the country. After all, when you join a ticket, you do not hand over your conscience. You're still accountable for your decision. Yes, I am. Yes, I do.
How did you get to know this?
I can't tell you that, but if it is not correct, whoever is in the know can correct me, and as events unfold, we'll see whether what I have just told you is true. Out of respect to the former president, I will let him lay out his reasoning himself when he's ready.
Okay. Eti, Dr. Arthur Kennedy, One Okansi Alfred Eddie Nkomo, any second be I do it more TB. Na now can I say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or contesti BMA on Wakasa Nina Penny and I send a boss and ya dear or best supporting or say or in a swapa beside say Uti when he was you another on the timeless one. I feel it's a beside BMA or say the Edruni, the Jesse, Nanankasa drew one another church.
How did you get to know this?
I can't tell you that, but if it is not correct, whoever is in the know can correct me, and as events unfold, we'll see whether what I have just told you is true. Out of respect to the former president, I will let him lay out his reasoning himself when he's ready.
Yebisa ne said enti ena nanado ombe supported Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia biu and then was there be and the obeja mama penny dada say onwa ebruno so onwa be kana sem ono so nsuma se be kama no enti wa be kan de na was nka utimi chinebu Dr. Atta Kennedy enti
that is correct. I will pull the brakes for a number of reasons, and I want to make it clear that I'm not saying.
Enti Dr. Atta Kennedy no did your dear no Malaika ababedru ye hese Teddy so babe kana ho Malaika kwaba
anyway
na apom to saying
oh more than another room
ye da yame ase no pay de mejidi say asane manso across ho no baby aye boko mama mayentie eye Richard Ahiagba or communications director Edema NPP bra wo chire mu de ntia chairman in team or withdraw and I say what put you on hold ne thank you to meetings na there no na yentie no ma yentie no ewo
everyone. The message is clear. There is no questions as to why this is important for us to all come on the 5th of May to demonstrate as citizens, to tell the executive that take off your hands from our judiciary. We are just at the end of it. Let's indulge me 1 second just to make this announcement. You saw a statement this afternoon about the national chairman withdrawing or taking a brief break from the tour. The only clarification we want to make is that he is taking that break to join the demonstration on the 5th. I have seen others who are spinning that negatively, but we want to be expressly clear that that break the chairman is taking is to allow him to lead us on Monday to take this demonstration and give it all the prominence and importance that it needs to send the message clear to the executive that the MPP and the other political parties will not stand for His Excellency and John Dramani Mahama and the NDC attempt to undermine the judiciary. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for coming.
Okay, eti announcement na me pesa wuti ni. Ebinu mo se o na party no na thank you to na bufa ba mu chairman cry withdraw me paucho. You cannot take any information than what is coming from the right office. The right information now is that the communications bureau or directorate Richard Dan on Abamayati as say demonstration na ebekoso ejuadano enutina chairman in team Stephen were pulling out and was suspended no, and that is what you go by it. Other than that, whatever you say is just a mere speculation. But my I find your markings, and so from the other side, the also the two with regards to MPP press conference or you know.
They first decided to clear those senior officers, the generals. The CDS, the army commander, and other services were cleared. Then they added some 15 more. And upon assumption of office, the new CDS now is forcing 2-star generals to all retire. Yes. So again, what they are doing is to make our military, our Ghana armed forces, also partisan. When they were in opposition, they complained about taxes that the Ghanaian businessman is suffering. What do we see today? Apart from the e-levy, all taxes, including levies that we pay at our ports, remain same. They've not changed anything. I'm hereby exposing to you the hypocrisy of the NDC. VAT has not changed. In fact, for the mining companies, they have even increased the taxes, and they say because they are making profit, they have to increase it over and above what they came to meet. Now, ask yourself again about our utility. Electricity tariffs. Now, we are paying more. We are paying more than they came to meet. And even so, Doomsaw is back.
Yeah, preko pano life one moma mubi mo pe dress one mo beje mo de ebi mo beje bi de koye kalomo sanso ena bi eje bi ekoche ye ensan ye bebre na egusu wo ho eni nti wo so a wo hia bi no frɛ number na koje wo de e wo ho pepepe 0241 644 235 na koje unam efree owusu bi ho mami na ye free ho no mo a Maminka will say na heba ese or the inro enum na aba bia wonia eye na ibo mix na heba powder na gono mix na fever mix and na heba mix ni die kwan so mamin di mienu ho nkomo enkyerɛw na men fa number no so entai so emma wo na ibo mix no eboa o general well-being e boost immune system no ama wankasa no o gina brane o ho ya udendende na obesori no pano no very active to the bia osori no buha wakasa ade achi wada be no wotwe endra ama ade achi anopa be no 9 still na honam gusu yo ya eba ne sa utimi se enema nkoyi ubehia na ibo mix no na etimi apeja o system no ne dia mawo na heba powder no e2 ayimtimu ene ye funkika no so e de free wo so eno de o se ye ka kire se nsadokodoko de enhye fridge mu o de powder na gumu wanu mu afi na wanom bia aye kama ede amount na heba droi free eye na moa na kache ena ebaye from Takrade and into you betimi afre na nyomo din sa wo so 0244 774206 na my main call na ye baba family day die no but ansa na no yenhwe press conferences I course no na ye wi ani akofa family day audio no any video no from MCR na ye delivered for the account. Before that, me who say Lion Peter ewo ahoma so na ye pese ye follow up kakra bi na ye nhwe last week ena ye etu anamo or early this week ena ye share inra aba peso ewo akotomoriase last week Friday or so na omoma ye ti ase se week we omayini na afri ho ene ye Friday enti na wo se ye koho na ye kohwe se akosi sen ana enti Lion patcho wo temi.
Hello boss, good morning.
Morning.
Patcho ko there
Bokopa
yeah me match mansa atiefo nyina achi efamra achimansa 96.1 so there wadi kan ati amane no last week ana isi montine so na men sem bi na ya tete se ngofie mu o achi moda mu a efi ya di grow afa enti yeti si montine so kohwe main station any other places enti ewe no ana di ni na ba wie mu o achi ba bi e fro do makoto moriase baby bora no edigu no na yebedu horom no in fact na enya ndi kan sem last week no enti ye hu de kan ho sem ma impo ye na nana ma henfo kasae enti Tuesday etwa mu ye ana nya ntie se omo de kan na ba ha omo sesa na ye bedu horom na pai said na engra na tie last week no enya sa na tie o hwe fo mu horom a omo sesa bi but that's been kɛseɛ mmiɛnsa a ne sia no nhwɛmu kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo fa that's been nyinaa ɛkɔkɔto yɛ but anɔpɔ yɛ baeɛ no sɛ ɔhwɛ mfoni a mede kyerɛ yi a wotim sɛ that's been no ayɛ ma biribi nso astate egu fam hwɛ kwan no so a ɛnam sɛ ne nwura no ayɛ ɛma agu so no nwura no deɛ kwan no fa nsuo no ɛstate sɛ ɛɛtɔ no nwura no biara ma sɛ wohwɛ baabi a mede akyerɛ a ɛkwan ɛyɛ kwan a ɛkɔ Old Town wotim sɛ nwura no ɛwɔ kwan no so anɔpɔ yɛ a bɛyɛ 30 minutes ni obi kura kuta moto a ɔtwa mu akɔ no ɛnam fi ni sɛ abati no ama nwura no tumi ayi na ma akɔ fi deɛ ɔmo adi kan bɛfa bɔɔla no bi asan yɛ ma a ebi mu kurakura bi de fifie ebi mu nso de free market ɛba sɛ ɔhwɛ a yɛn ni aba kuta zoom line fɔ moto yɛ no nso nwura no kɔsa na ɔde abɛgu a ogu so a ɔyɛ adwuma yɛn nuanom a ɔmo nso agya ɔkɔ bɔɔl red na ɔmo nso wɔ ha yɛde bɔɔla no gu mu a na ɔmo nso ɔmo afɔ agyina mu na ɔmo tu edi gu fam ɔmo nso ɔmo yɛ mu di ehia ɔmo nti nwura no deɛ still yɛpɛ no sɛ ɛda afɔ wɔ ha but ɛnyɛ bebree deɛ last week na ɛteɛ no first one ayɛ ma second one yi so another two so ɛwɔ nkyɛn no ne nyinaa nso gu so a ɛyɛ ma ana ahwɛ fam a ɔmo nso a ɔmo sɛ yes still nwura no gu so a ɛkɔ so nti nwura no ho asɛm no deɛ boss ɔmo ayɛ adwuma no bi but deɛ aka no ɛde dɔɔso sei na ha no ma wɔn ne bɔ no nso ɛteɛ.
Obeyi camera na free wo so na menhwɛ hɔ no yɛ because yi free wo so na menhwɛ baabi anwura ne wɔ no abusuafo wokɔ yɛn YouTube page a yɛ live ɛwɔ hɔ no mo yɛ live ɛwɔ hɔ no ma wobɛhu ɛyɛ ɔda Old Town Akotomori ase hɔ no mo no bɔɔla no ɛna ɛwɔ hɔ no na so far there there is an improvement though but I think said there is more work to do. We will appeal to the environmental officer Zoom Lion and then the municipal assembly na omunko so omashase to one among yebabo mabaso for what they have done but ye can say no mame acknowledge assemblyman or zongo oboy taribu minim say ono na ye say ofa fuel omode twen sane mane na no one yankasa yenua samule energy sa adwuma no oboy yebo wabaso eda wasepa se watumi ahwe ama bibia akoso ewo ho maye lion ebeda wase wa maye hu sane amfoni ne tie yebeda wase se wode amane na brain okay
96.1
Malaika we last week the nini until we now hear the current one video no ewo live your YouTube before say we are live on Facebook as well say the MC awon me hu say Facebook your ho and YouTube nkwane ye na me ntimi fan to for anymore that is it near ho ni nti ye live on Facebook and YouTube obetimi ahwe and last week say na na ho ni tie na o matimi akra kakra eti yema obia hu sania eko ewo ye Akotomori ase nti o matimi improve we individual bi na or fuel drip machines no na osanso ma operators amo twi machines no sika omo de beto aduane adi na municipal assembly so release machines no so a collaboration kakra ye na ye ade yi ti ye nkoso enhwe ma bibia enkoso na me feel say Teddy akwaba
ye nyam samoka
koni sei kakra koni sei ko kakra kan wona baby o no oye okay MC a me say ye da say
achimasa to international
say yeah call in say onim say TV section be banti
oh okay
o say making sure say bibia sana yes to me live on TV
mate
Malaika pick one me dey ato any MPP press conference ni aboboso
ona so wachanga mama nchia bia na
also achia on question nchia bia
anaziana bana wasuntia yamana nkasa okay
hey Teddy unzi zakaka
says ya wabana wasuntu de kasa nyaswe
Malaika cheche for yango
oga beda wase na me fa check asemba achibasa atiefo ene oma omhwe ni ya na minchia me constituency chairman chairman Kwame Elijah and me newly appointed DC and I said nominee honorable Eric Hinakwa and the NDC 424 manamon 2 you bet you say ohwe Akoto Moriasi problem ya mo face last week ya oko hostel cry that's so epitenia it's very sad now we the way June July
let's acknowledge say improvement kakraba
sure
yeah, improvement
but even the improvement is not even correct because it understand say we share issue to how much in mura ben and saying so na to na see diagona se corona outbreak bi pomupe oda ho be chere say pa na bola no so mo se sa mo de ba me lie ho this a call na calm o na so mo betu gumi o me ho so a mframa no betumi ababa me ho
na
kakra be kame nti ese ehwe na ye newly nominee onabukusi brako poyo say oboboa na one municipal assemblies for no sanitation departments no ebe kabom na me say otimini samule kabom ye pa me say bola ewo achimoda say no between two amakola outbreak be person baby no ebe fear so now let me come back to your friend say MPP press conference am here no you see minia no could do hon mama me kan kire ho party no you see when you want to reset something it's not about rushing press conference and things after the elections it's just 3 months old they are just 3 months in opposition as I'm away from home 3 months ago, I almost 4 years here. You almost 16 years old. You see, they have to relax. They have to give themselves. You almost 16 years. They have to give themselves some grace period. Now more relax. It will relax. By next 3 years, then you revamp yourself. Now we press conference here. Sabi, master tell campaign to thank you to Yamukoye. Fitibogo so amoko start ntokwa mpenifo kire say fitibogo so ana confusion start here start fi ho ken si forma na the supporters yay ba o si forma the supporters yay thank you to na go dan campaign to yamko yi mugo du kumase hwenu mugo ase mo amsongo do hwenu mugo ase ekoto mu out to the extent say someone was even stabbed in even sharing of money ama Canada Japan say he has withdrawn from your friend is saying thank you to Kennedy withdraw from the thank you to no the chairman of the party has also withdrawn from the thank you to
that is incorrect
it's true
no
you see there is no way you can tell me say you are doing a thank you to you see as a political party we plan our structures
yes
we plan our campaigns and our movements if they knew they were going to do how do you call it demonstration it should have been in their plans. Yes. Because the demonstration just didn't come up. They have made several press conferences. Now we saw say it was in the pipeline.
The demonstration came as a result of the president suspending the CJ.
No. When did the president suspend the CJ?
Oh, just about a week or 2 ago.
2 weeks ago. So when did they start their campaign talk?
They planned it before. So,
you see, listen. You see,
yes.
When Tama president or Ma CJ elected, friends say
amount of time so
unresponding. They knew what was coming. Afinomansi came to do press conference. Listen, you see, sometimes we are politicians, and we plan ahead of ourselves.
Yes.
It's what the mention. When your friends say Afinomansi made a press conference, His Excellency want to remove the CJ. They had that thought already. No more intentions and that. But what did the mention? So they should have planned. This is just an afterthought.
Yes.
Well, after they've seen say confusion about a man for new OBI then kasa about how a whole national termine after a friend is saying Japan has bought out from the campaign tree, from the thank you to tree, the national chairman is also buying out. They have to have some way to tell us.
No, but the communications director just said it. It's
let me just say from their aspect, that's what they will say, but we are telling you the fact on the ground.
So what you are saying is that Oma cancel one fact.
No, yes, Oma cancel one fact.
So I can't say the entire chairman hold on has put on hold because of the demonstration. So let's wait after the demonstration.
He will come back. I say Asamna Amubusa, your friend is Adekyee. There is some backroom staff which is not outside. And you know Busa say it is Asamna can do have a proof. He say let's wait for Nana Dako Kufaro. If you really support Baumia, that means there has been an indoor discussion.
Do you remember, sir?
Which is not out yet.
Do you remember, said last year during the campaign of John Dramani Mahama, along the line or suspended by back to Accra, for some emergencies be a CA.
You see, when emergencies come in political
and this could be treated as such.
You see, when you're on a when you're on a campaign tree, the emergencies that come, it is already planned. What is the matter? You have to go for some summit and that one is planned. This one, we all know what caused this.
Okay,
we shouldn't play the ostrich here. And that not all these things are up. Any campaign player thank you to a platform so and they created this all problem. They can say about an abyss three. Say about if we said a friend say how do you call it Ken some confrontations near that day the only a friend say Bunui, we all saw that. So we've noticed say going forward, you know, I'm gonna say the thank you tour they wanted to go no has turned into the campaign fight, and it is rather destabilizing the party. So the best option for the chairman, who is the leader of the party, and say he has to stay back, then re-strategize. Okay, anyone know? They just want to set an agenda for themselves. Now, and we are saying about 2 MPP no. Okay, yawa. Yeku anyway. Odiobohu. Esihwe enhihye de atoto ho no ma. Ye ba be na. And we are saying beba day in day out. Even there this demonstration everybody the police service said they should give them the maximum protection. You better make sure say maximum protection. And I'm no say for their plan is say during the demonstration to tarnish the image of the Ghana Police Service, the current new IGP and other your friends say state agencies. We know their plan. We know that's what they plan. That demonstration on Monday is a planned demonstration to beat themselves. Yes, but we are warning them. After beating themselves, they should come and put the blame on the government. Security agencies say police form them shame demonstrators now. They shouldn't put the blame on the IGP nor the government in power, because we know that's their strategy. Yes, this time around we are urging them. Now this hospitals now we almost demonstration. The people of Greater Accra Polytechnic, you know, they were able to do it.
Okay.
And now your friend is a rich hospital. John Damani Mama see and so no. A YMA. UGM a YMA. Yes, demonstration on Mokono. Share now one stage the bulldogs and then dogs, you know, to come there to beat people. At the end of the day, you know what about the presidency and the new current IGP. So he's just doing his work, and he's doing it perfectly.
Okay.
Very perfectly. Say in opposition, you know, I think you see MPP is very good in opposition, and when you're in government and you get a good opposition people like the MPP so we are urging them to be in opposition, to lead us in maybe 16 years, to correct us. No, by 16 years, I'm opposition, I'm correct. Yeah, you take things up, and Ghana will be a better place for me and them.
Mamina was say Malaika and Otenika. No quick one, Teddy.
Mr. Moka,
hear from your side.
Mamina was say no pay. Na me fa need kasiema empress or blocky na so. Your name someone in MPP for member of parliament. Ebiem Mamina party penny for you answer. It was opposition. This is not the first time I said in previous MPP for about opposition. Na oya den kra na dua broni bi beba be fra mu ti ono ba be fra mu no e be pagya.
Okay,
e be kofom, but aye den water will surely take its level. Mre what you say. So this ups and downs are ekosu nyina no, we cannot say we were not expecting them. Yenim se nima se be den e be si ba nipa bia no utwa sa no na wonim so wachi eden e chia.
Okay,
nti no ukọ wanim no e den be prompt o asumasi obentin ade we enkoyie enka wo fa se e be den e be yeye ye wura Kennedy akompre kwa Japan de ekoso no o ye pani what you say on tenase e Emma Mofra Winanka. We are, you say, who never say, Nanka for no other account be. In his own wisdom, and then based on some advice being given to him, and also made I'm a drawing. He said, thank you to all. Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the leader of the party going into election 2024. So, if we are saying that you are going for a thank you, okay, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, in the end, the AC Wabuno will take responsibility. Okay. It was not the best. What I say? Ebium, the best see Ashanti region. It was an eyesore. Okay. Ashanti region me kohobi. Okay. So what I say? Akasaka sebia is see here, not necessarily between Ira Kennedy and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Masade. A change some see. And Masade incident near them. Yes, and Masade incident in a buyer. It is not say ebia Ira Kennedy na fuel sa incident na say Ira Bawumia na fuel sa incident. No. And can be
Ira Kennedy church no or say intolerance.
Yes.
Party foot soldiers. Why can't you tolerate each other?
Once it is just like and I'm going to say do you broni bia bem. If you say NDC4 you share on my Ghana mo the most intolerant people in this country NDC4. Yes, I'm telling you.
Wow.
Only no eye bibia on ade na ono no emre bi atwam no ka che say ABC no sada ne du no so na so no de or ya na so can the same thing na on tolerate ma on ka da. They're just intolerant. Sana mo motie. So it is just nukophobia ababe rap party nim. Engineer ka che say sisi na yakwa nim no. We are looking forward say we are going to streamline the things that we are doing. And it's a matter of time. Okay. Party for obianya botre. For 8 years. But make a choice, obi betu make say me menya hwe ba sabe sa nipa no crap no e bi crop de ne ba ko say yem pe school mu kwan fa mane ba unya bibi not necessarily say material worth yet bibi dia show say asumasi gi asem no so yeden unya bibi the free party ni in one way or the other balaka be ka chiro se party ni ba na ye bodi nkeke crap say me party aba power no crap no it is something to you. Yes. Because one number you feel proud say asumasi anaso bente me party na eden e wo hodom o kasa kra nkofo di ni die e de ma. Yes. What you must say?
The prestige is there.
It is there. But right now, we are trying to reorganize the party.
Why are people so much interested in material things directly?
Because our leaders have made it so. On both sides. Yampani phone mana baba yesa. Sasa mama osumasi ebi a phone mama ni TV mama ni say people ni hu se wa eden. When you be the free party ni.
Until going
forward, just as some strategies must not be made known. NDC took a cue from us.
Okay.
In 2007, and I'm here said Debbie. Senior first now also apart from branch executives ninko for I got to abani adeno. And I'm saying Debbie, let's widen it. If you want to even pay something to people, won't you mean to have more than 100 Ghana cedis to be what do I say? Now yes, I no crap no to me and fast adne to anamo. I'm on by 5. And I'm on the juma. She said we have to go back to the drawing board.
Okay.
And some of the things that we lay down. What I say? You're at a Kennedy. In some one ma okay menene adwen. Ebi one ma okay menene nya adwen. Ebi one ma menene adwen say in some ni bo hon ma it has been made preview to some people but not preview to all.
Okay.
What I say?
So that's unfairness.
It is unfairness. Your percent party no nyina nya bibia. Okay, to the constituencies. Ebia to achieve that constituency. Ye ba mo honom no committee no eba am report ni into achieve that constituency work on this.
More address, yes.
People that are grieved.
Do you think
in the party?
Do you think going forward that report, the committee's report, will be made,
should be made available to
party members?
To the party members, yes.
Do you think they are going to do that?
For their mindset, they mean to me kasama. But to me, it will be the best of our interest.
Okay.
Say it is made available to the party people. Because it is this same party people.
They gave
it to you.
They know.
So go.
It is outside already.
Yes. So they gave it to you. But you sat down, you reviewed it. Sure. What you say? You added some 1 or 2 things to it. And then you added a way forward to it. I have someone who wrote about 5-page document.
Yes.
Give it to them. Or constituency. And no kind issues na on the day mobile president saw them someone tabled so many things.
Yes.
And on the mamo. Into moje sanu mani nyina na mo yewie. constituency by constituency, region by region, police station by police station. Now, yes, I do money, make it available. And no more board down. Okay, or down for your buy. No, this was the issues I heard. You can't want them. So this is what we are going to do.
Recommendations I had mama said going forward.
It's a no. Okay, better we in fact will be away so you see ya a be
okay.
Yenya Sanyo Mano, Nama party for Nakuman Tomuyem.
The demonstration.
To date, Uncle for a buff.
Yes.
You cannot hide from that. Uncle Fugus were before every crab me a mutual Teddy, a mutual crap, mutual pem who you be.
Yes.
But any panel, so when you beer or no air catchless any panel, no genius to say. A B C D Tina Suman Secretary here. How do we resolve it? What I say? Let us come down to the people. You feel better so near Mrafom. Power sometimes makes you to be arrogant. And this is for the bimu edie astarte eba esa. They should watch it.
I have seen many. And I am
what I say
2028 cannot be guaranteed for them.
They should.
Like I'm telling you.
They should watch it. Bruh. Unam ofa bonfa kwan no eba. Guys na galam say wo hono ni adem. I'm telling you, it is an MPP stronghold, but they voted against MPP. But me fra ho eba chance sa de be piem wo fancy pan so. Ye ka galam say amu ye chen. But those people voted against us. I didn't hear. We were not able to handle them well. Okay. The demonstration never. I mean, you had a party chairman crouching was simply because of in some way air cost. You know, so we are penny. Would be manti. Such as it. Here, Stephen Tim. He's the leader of our party.
Yeah,
we are in opposition. So, the minority have decided to say your demonstration. Won't you make us say, Odi to the chia, copim some Monday ni bedu na precope, or Soraba Bijinum, Penin Yadiasa. Intin watching was Oba, no, the leadership of the minority, no, Abatanasi. You're quiet and Semben Yadeko.
Okay.
One a Quacasa, then a Wibeka, Nina Neka party channel. But Minia, there's nothing a Yura, John Domani Mahama,
No, but on the pull out of the thank you tour by the chairman.
Yes. Our party leadership has already said it.
No, I know.
The communication bureau.
Yeah.
The Ababo and Sabekacho said. This is the reason why.
Yes, I accept it.
Why withdraw?
May I will take the official communication.
Yes.
And I'm going by that one. But I just want to ask a question. Maybe some bisa question be say Intika chairman. Sa demonstration here NPP. Even wafre other parties have joining. So the whole tour now mokono couldn't all of them put a hold to it, join the demonstration, and afterwards they go back to do their. Why is the only the chairman only pulling out? So what happens to the secretary, the running the flag bearer, the former? I don't know how you call him.
The constituency chairman and the MPs.
My point is that men can wait to make KP silent whether. Or pulling or not pulling, because a mandatory say all party members should come and support. So why then let her choose that I am pulling out?
Mr. Moka, we know the kind of people we are dealing with in this country. When I say that, we know anything.
Okay.
They have taken some of the issues out of context.
Yes.
Because
of how they did it.
We have
if
planned
suspended the full talk.
The whole year.
We know it is
the whole year.
Yeah.
We have planned for it.
Okay.
What you say? The CJ's thing I bear mu. When we saw say you are John Tomani Mama, I catch Yamami Tokonu on your on trenching.
That is what I was trying to do.
That was what came. Because
and actions have to be taken.
Minority had never planned to go on demonstration when the woman was in office. Even when she was asked to respond to the allegations the petitions written against her. We never planned any of that sort.
Yes.
But the very moment he came out to say it, said the woman should step aside for us to have Yera Bafuboni to step in as an acting Chief Justice. No dear. We have to take an action. Listen, Argentina, a whole council of state members. Mama Sophia Kufu. I didn't know there. Okay, said that. A dear, dear. It is wrong. Even the international world are telling you that what you are doing is wrong. Do you expect the minority to sit idle?
No.
We can't do that. Yes, Anna. Then we have failed the Ghanaian people.
I mean, that was your
You failure. Into no to mean to say, Tinyamia Duma Monday. The demonstration is ongoing. Anna, our tour will also still be in what? In progress. Internally, we are not holding on to it, sir, just by saying, sir, because our chairman has put off to join the demonstration until we're also putting everything on hold. No, that's not it. Ghanaians have given us a mandate to protect our country, to speak the truth, and to stand by the truth that we are speaking.
Mamenda was saying, Teddy and I would say in Kano Kasadima NPP Amayokono na Yemfa Asida Emma Town Square Groceries and Albania organic tomato paste, organic tomato sauce, Ubesanswenya Western canola oil, Kirkland canola oil at all onomo. And more would be a wopebiano, Jasmine rice, Supreme long grain rice, Kings and Rich long grain rice, and in a biso Albania biato. Na say ope cosmetic products beauty say deodorant, shower gel, bathing soap. Any niakana obetimi akotubi wo hono mu na afei wo so wo de akwakọ ton anya so mfa so wholesale any retail prices e wo homa ne ma mabobo so yi ni na obetimi afrom 05052445596 and 0241996663 yebehwe na yahwe the other issues and also wo say ye kan e wo hanom sei no omampanyi e kasa ndra e wo mede no ase organized labor akasa omoto mampanyin fo se bibia okọ na hoye tro yade a onhwe ne yi especially with the committee to investigate or probably probe into the allegations leveled against the CJ na fe no omonhwe ehonsam enka omampanyin so akasa wase a kire se we say 10% no dey margin for this year, but next year there ebeko sropa MCR my yenti o my penny kitu just about 3 minutes be 2 minutes na yenti o my penny the speech no na na yendi sa enkomo no e wo
out to National Signals Bureau and it landed in the accounts
me pacho yenyewe na me my penny die no mame o my penny die no na eno achi ni AJ die ne die ye va behwe no some other time mame o my penny video no na yenhwe senia ono so de tu dwade ma adwumayefo no na quickly no yenhwe organized labor so senia omo so eka wo mo nsem no de FI no okay na ye kan na ye hwe ye MCR no bet we see enkan kire say ekoba say opese obeti a baby ba ko pe na eho genuine betway sanso the new opportunity be the aba ema mo bet no and nti say opese utwa bet na unya mfaso pa de a betway say wo share code no na wadofo no mu ebeti a 4% of the wager ba wo ho. It is funny say what me ahye adwuma no na wa share the amankofo omo beti na code no e de beti no eni na no e beti be 4000 a ubenya 400 e wo nsem mayenti o manpanyimra.
Let me recognize the ministers of state who are present here. Let me recognize
Achimosa FM 96.1
NDC, members of the diplomatic corps of TUC. Let me recognize the Secretary General of TUC. Let me recognize the ministers of state who are present here. Let me recognize the National Chairman of NDC, members of the diplomatic corps, affiliate national unions, and organized labor groups. And this is the reason why, as part of the Constitution review process, attention will be paid to the establishment of a permanent independent emoluments commission that will determine a fair and equitable public service wage structure so that we can bridge the unacceptable gap between the conditions of service of Article 71 office holders and other sections of workers within the public sector. And morale in the workplace is more than
Yeah.
I'll not give him more than 30%. Social contract.
Yes.
Meaning, okay, so may social contract with Ghanaians. No matter who ye, Bema Ghana for no, and one harry wom. And I'll pass away then. Oh, yeah. Apart from e-levy, I want to me. Meaning, I can tax back what you are John Dramani Mahama, at me saying him. Taxes I were they were complaining about, say, and no, I couldn't Ghana for, and I Ghana for saying, Emudian way. And now, no, say, even import duty scrap on was some pigeon. VAT no honum na nanko for eka wansem ne ade nyina no was some pigeon. And then today is what? On the 2nd of May. Say an electricity air cost effective today by 14%.
Yeah.
40.something%. Water is also going up by 4%. So the social contract now all can want some say we and a may Emma Ghana for one harem no a wife today and a TUC for catch the labor unions neka channel that even Galamsey has become worse. It has become very, very, very worse. And it is very appalling that during his tenure from 2012 to 2017, they were John Dramani Mahama never increased the salaries of Ghanaians, of Ghanaian workers. One to muda. I'm one instance. Say you did 2 million shares or no one can send the 4-year full term no. I'll buy him. 2013 or to mine. 2014 or to mine. 2015 or to mine. 2016 crowd to mine. But you run another down Kwekufado. A buyer. We saw the progressive increment in government workers' salaries. Even before Obabeko. In 2016, it was 25%. So if you come, no one sound 10%. And no crowd brow bray and son of Wutumia day, and my no crowd take effect. What do you expect Ghanaians to do? And then I said earlier, there's nothing new under the sun when it comes to NDC. He should tread cautiously, just as you said. You rightly said. Bruh, said, any the kind of precedents are all set to their two and the judiciary now. This is bad. You are John Dramani Mahama. Yes, no, what you are doing is bad. And then you should be cautious about it. Because onogasa nenum tone no catch say the judiciary and also the Supreme Court must be what? Must be reset. He had an agenda even before the elections was done. Inti me ene wa abana wa baba appointed 7 new Supreme Court judges no. It is not new. Nyemo mom kan hu say presidents no set their two. When we come, we will not change it.
They are accusing say it was Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo who initiated that and even enlarged the number of Supreme Court judges because even the number was not up to where he took it to. So and moreover, there is a lot of them going on retirement.
That's too wrong. Make it right.
Not at all.
So if you have said Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo has expanded it, he has gone beyond the required number. Why do you add extra 7? Can you eat your cake and have it?
No.
Into workers work and say Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo has erred. Into no me ba correcting now. You corrected by adding more numbers to the Supreme Court judges. But that is exactly what you are doing. What's it? They must what? They must be divided.
Okay.
They must be equal.
All right.
Meaning say what you only no per se. Unya unko for honum. No, MP before so there. Unya unko for honum. And I make a show say NDC they should be on the guard.
Okay.
That on any day that the MPP also comes back to power, we shall also do the same resetting that they are doing.
So will this country actually move forward?
If they wanted to move forward, then His Excellency John Dramani Mahama must set a good example for the people of this country.
Do you agree with some of the section of Ghanaians, about 51%, as it stands now, report a study shows that they are fed up with NDC and NPP, and for that matter, the military should take over?
Because we politicians have not been truthful to the people of Ghana.
So you support the agenda?
Sometimes, but not to the extent that they should think that military, having a coup is the way to go. No.
Military intervention is not the way to go.
No. As for that one, it is never the way to go.
NDC and NPP already said mobile.
So we, as young, yes, and I'm going to say, if he doesn't change his mindset, Say, Adewe, the international body have called on you. You were at Tamils. Do you remember, sir, during the tenor, Obi Busan this question, sir, Ope say we the Chief Justice Nifri Horn, he took off his spectacle. He walked to the person asking the question, and they asked him, "Look into my face. Do I look like a cat?" I don't know.
I remember very well that.
It means that man respects the judiciary, unless you don't know anything about law. And then mostly, we are not lawyers. We are here talking about common sense.
Yeah.
And the common sense tells us that the precedents that
even
His
in law,
Excellency John
common
Dramani
sense
yes,
is the fundamental.
So what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is doing is wrong. He is erring. And then Ghana Bar Association called on you, and then look at the way they are lambasting them. You were Eric Eje.
Yeah.
What you are catch on that Ghana Bar Association has now turned into Apetesi Bar. How?
Choba.
How could you say this?
All right, Malaika, pick it from here now for your corner. Ebrene Akanisa.
Waka. Ini atedi, bedini hoya okakra. Ebi se anko kase president ya set ni ano. Na me expect se kobeka se de Kufuor the year no. Sa tam no ne no ko radio na ohwahwa no se His Excellency Nana Dankwa Kufuor is an astute lawyer. I would name it, even though say he was an apprenticeship. He was only law, was through apprenticeship program. He said the book I had and permission radio and about TDB and I'm GIJDB because GIJB classmate to her. So as another don't go for the intimate politic as a Wayne and I'm in school or Makola and US and as a UK. An apprenticeship in the crowd, know the tune who said another was an astute lawyer. Yes, steady in court in so many of his cases. And until no was right under him. Now you're right because now you're Charlotte say. Now you're right because the Chief Justice here or no because if you doing it any time no. Your friend say judges beardy. Boga, your busa say has John Dramani Mahama go contrary to the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana? If yes, he can be impeached. Yes. Anamebwa.
That is it.
Or swear an oath to protect this country and go by the Constitution and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. It may be say, Afenyo Marcus as a lawyer, and in the chambers, other parliamentarians and judges are in chain, other big friends, Ghana Bar Association, a year Jogate Nigeria or Da Anuya, I'm releasing these statements near the arena. Boka, common sense, said Odi Kankani, lawyers. Who did he say? Say, there is Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Yemra Kwanswa and come for court for an impeachment. That's the question I'm asking.
Impeachment, Parliament will do that, but Parliament is now 88.
It's not about see, even the Speaker of Parliament, the Speaker of Parliament can be impeached. Do you know that?
Oh, why not?
Even the President can be impeached.
Yes.
Is it right?
It is.
So the arms of government, if the judiciary can be impeached, the executive can be impeached. The legislature can be impeached. The executive can be impeached. How can you tell me, say, for the judiciary, there cannot be any removal from the judicial service?
So the question I even asked is, when I don't know, Omode said never share constitution anymore.
Because the farmers. You see, when we brought when it was time for to draft this constitution, you free Omuna no Omudi say Omuna no go school, and unti amutima bobe. They can sit down with my mama, the cocoa farmers, the into sellers, the Makola sellers. Now I'm going to draft this constitution. Even those Makola sellers knew better than them now. Because the Makola makers then anticipated something like this will happen. And until they share constitution, John Dramani Mahama hasn't gone contrary to the constitution. Yeah, Madam CJ Yana Kachire say, when the law is the law, the law is the law. And the law is catching up with her. Minia, Sanka, Nsem ye to ma minimum. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was supposed to give him, she even requested for 7 days. Yes. John Dramani Mahama gave her 10 working days. Even on her submission, she had to do the submission on the 10th day. Minia, during Kufuor's era, this same lady, hey, you see, baby, there is no fire without smoke.
Yes.
This same lady, during Excellency John Nana Dankwa Kufuor era, there were petitions for her removals. Is it not so? Sana.
Eras, sorry.
They were impeaching. There were petitions for her to be removed. That means she's doing something which is unconstitutional. Or on offices. Now, so and your mom not gonna leak it out. President told her say she should make sure say the president has even protected this lady. On percent Council of States for Ejuma Amudinu. Meaning, a bear ferry say after Mami release your friend is saying petitions in answer the response to the petitions outside that. Abetoja, Sisi any who say or call holidays beer, then chess or the new coon in the Yeramoko, what you are pedemi. Say, even the Council of States call her Ekotanasi, that's what Maka say. She should still come back. She has a good movie. That's what the president told her. Say, keep this as a secret. But on the boy payo, any idea or their shanity, she leaked it out. She see over here to Abonti.
Was she the one who leaked it?
She was the one who leaked it. She was the one who leaked it.
Do you have evidence to that?
Yes, because presidency, a man that notice say, you should make sure say, sa petition, even the president, the petitioner, among for children, it's not even out. Nobody saw the petition from the presidency to her place.
2 extra petitions has been submitted,
and nobody has even seen it. Obi Huda, until her response was leaked.
Okay.
And her response was leaked from her camp. People intercepted it from her camp. And then I am a young say you see, na say, oh, Sabi, now we hear from defensive tactics. But what's on movie? Oh, my phone say, Utu Kwambia, and I saw you BBC, because there is a possibility. Say, at the end of the day, no, say, committee Tracia, they will can is on letter, say, onye bonibia.
And I say, and to the extent,
and yet to the extent, say, no, say, why bonibi, but it's not to the extent, say, it's me, you know. And His Excellency is a listening president. And it's
what happened to Bafuboni?
Bafuboni, you see, the constitution is protecting Bafuboni. He said, at the absence of the Supreme Court judge, the senior most
should act.
Not Bafuboni, and I'm a Mimoko in 2019, a friend is saying, how do you call it? Momano, Chief Justice. But Bafuboni was the senior most person at the friend is saying, at the bar.
Okay.
And I say, at the Supreme Court, Nanka, Sebi, the Papa Mua, during the appointment of the CJ, he should have been considered. But he wasn't considered.
Is it politically?
It's politically.
So does it mean that Bafuboni was neglected or bypassed because he
was bypassed
affiliated to NDC?
No, not affiliated to NDC. Not the affiliation.
Is the same thing not happening in our army? Once as I speak to you today, the CDS has called for the 2-star generals, some of them to retire. Is it supposed to be so?
It's supposed to be so. That's the law.
Which law?
Because time due.
No time is due. They give them an extension of 5 years.
Who gave them?
Akufo-Addo. Yeah, we are still 70-something years. You see, we are going to reset this country. We are still resetting this country.
And you are still resetting.
We are still resetting this country.
I was here 96.1 FM.
Earlier, they took a 1-star general to become a CDS, and then the minority talked about it before they reversed the decision.
See, Baga. Those 65 years people when the security services.
But that has been our challenge. It has been a challenge.
Have to go.
Me, I don't support.
Yes.
What unfair do system near there? Are you the only a year or so year Juma now? How do you minimum we agree? Move your mamu your system na mu your.
I support that 100%. Apart from the lectures and all that things.
Mame call lines.
People should go.
I am from from Brasso 96.1. MNDC is no. Eddie no. Brenda Akweti, but obetimi I'm just a quick submission on that. I mean, so.
In nutshell, I think His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has been fair with the people of Ghana, and district chief executives and as MCs in various sectors in Indiana are true NDC members. Okay. We are urging all NDC supporters. Me say I was supporting my chairman to lead as an Amaso across the constituency as the district chief executive. But my PC has won it, and it is my mandate as a constituency organizer to make sure say he's successful. We are going to make sure say the government appointees, the elected assembly members, we all come together and reset the country. You see, as an Amaso across the constituency, this is the first time we are able a district chief executive say you move your home free or down. You are down here, no, you be a war as an man so across the constituency about that MC. Last minute, any benya, your friend is a Mr. Your friend is a I'm talking about NDC as a party. I'm talking about NDC as a party. So it is our time. This time to make a difference. And our enclaves also some place so we are urging our newly nominee, the PC. He has the vision to become an MP to reset the constituency. Now His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the 2 national as the district chief executives, we are urging all the assembly members, they all understand the problems we have in our constituency. Assembly members in both the NDC, the MPP, they know the nature of the work. We have to catch up. We have to catch up with Achimoda. We have to catch up with Achimsodo. We have to catch up with Ofosia Yebi. Yes, so we all have to come together. And I know some members led by our PM, Oga PM. I know he's going to lead the charger. PM.
Oda PM. Appointees no crown. My search just say yen swear in. Ye MC. I think na mobabe swear in appointees. Na mojina so PM. Na afi eno echi no ansa na PM na timi ene coordinator timi aka bom na mato aba e de yi MC is it not too late?
No, it is never too late. Cheza, we want the municipality to move forward.
Okay.
Now whoever onye biana or down hu here as a municipality biano, put in your effort for us to get the MCE that has been nominated.
With immediate effect. 100%.
They should give him 100%. Why not?
All right.
What are they waiting for? This is the decision of the president. What you are saying?
Yes.
You cannot say that you are going to disrespect the decision of the...
but that is not a disrespect.
No.
It's a law.
Listen.
Assembly,
listen. None of
it's not a disrespect.
None. If we reject the candidate.
None of the... listen. None of the...
So why did they put that clause in the...
None of the appointees have been appointed.
Sure.
None of them have been appointed onto the assembly or into the assembly. So we are here to do that. Get the PM. And I know that Branko Kusi is a young, vibrant man. There were places that when a name is mentioned, it raises an uproar.
Okay.
But when his name was mentioned, it was joy.
Okay.
All over. So what are you expecting?
All right. Why
do you want to stand in the way?
Yeah, fighting for Bremo.
So person ko year. Mo approve no. No say juma na say. Mo pena. Then you write.
But that should not be a disrespect. Say you better Etiano. Before say,
to me, it is not necessary.
But I will entreat assembly members. They say omuntu ne one touch.
Sure. That is all. It's a waste of resources. It's a waste of resources.
Maybe I should within this and I can say free. Hello, Obana. Meet you. Hello. Okay. 96.1 FM. I mean, NTA yetie for so side kakra embremu. Na fe yenti omo enka ewo ha. Yenti omo enka ewo ha no say. Hello. Chai my ending common na
inti yabasre say your friend say assembly members they are our only hope, so we are expecting say on bit me aye nyoma say the some way na government appointees and
hello.
Say
hello.
Mami fa asie for ne mbremu na fe na homa na to me pa cho committee says open ayet you okay. Mr. Medas, Yo, open the door so pa. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Me pa cho din baby akase free.
Eje wa hin ba bo so.
Obaje wa yetie o.
Ana pa de mi chia mi be ma tendi. Na ni mo nye djuma pa o yama NPP. Me be say ni NDC o ka sa ya on to ne mo. Say de benefit bu baby se podi anka convention sa na nka obi nsu temi. Omo de omo nya omo transfer say de yan transfer anchen. Sa no mo so transfer nche. Do nine no 10 mo nya me nya djuma.
Eje wa ye da say hello, good morning. 96.1 FM so any na hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning, Minya Moka.
Okatachi etio.
Wechia Malaika, Mechia Teddy. And yet, say, you know, and yet, who grew a idea down that. On my penny was a blessed about a year, a blessing, shall I say, every blessing, a letter commission. Obi go for the loyalty or the baby. And on our point, you go for Google. But you told me about NSA. The point is now, I'm not that for a man to get my every deal will not go breathing. Of a song will maintain legal. No, you that's not yet my or training more pocket and go on so well. Now, we are what your Mexica. We are for my side. We are for my Japan, and did my Ghana for Japan everybody. Ghana for the idea. Knowing a position. That's the example I am a pet. That's what we shall one way and go. If they need a man, that's not a go. How about you get one? What's my soprano? To get the 7 that one is we got to go for good station. Not your own work, not go for every. And you know, our Kata, I can or Kata, they go to say. A business. Mama, or
hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Samoka.
Nana, me got you.
Yo, Samoka, I'm patching in some continue in the pet. And the patch na from Samoka be before NPP, Basabasaya, Koso. Most NPP for almost security Jumata because you are TB saying. And this is for some planting of NPP. Maybe I'm the program, the Basa. Yes, Roma, and tell me what they now I'm security and you're tight. Mr. Walker, we have a 2 jack account for a bright so. So, bright. All you need to tell is you know, say, I think they are 8 years I could come for the Kaini Honka because I had it. They say that the Mikaini or Fakam in good confirming mass for Ghana. I don't have some quan and also a plus account in country for.
Okay.
And maybe who's Sobeka. That's it.
Mamma was in na yefa the next caller embremo. Yebreno ayabe, your best sorry so say na yefa we. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Radio Boko, Pacho, my radio no from Kakra, be mammy. Yo, me Pacho, it's you.
You Pacho, what's someone mainly attend and one between 1 and 2. I say, your mamma ban was so so Nagala machine die. This is also was actually good board. Good board now, what's in the bed, no one need to know what talk. And you know, because all sequence no, but that I now the honor means yes, because what good board, your cocoa board, one you look cool and edema. Now, battle. The wind so also also what cocoa board, good board. The one name in Nakara and the missing patch, oh, yeah, Muntunka Musana Mammy.
Yo, me da se bebre yenko anwane so hello you're Japan.
Hello.
It's you Japan.
Yo, me da se bebre maminchia edine NDC nya o no. Me no pede ye da president Mahamachi. sɛ wabɔ yɛnua poyo din sɛ ɔmmra na ɔmɛyɛ aban krakye pani wɔ ɛyɛ mɛnti mu a menua ɛdi ne baeɛ no ne gye sɛm ndc foɔ ma yɛahu sɛ wowɔ party mu na woyɛ adwuma a ɔmo ɛbɛbɔ waba so na wohwɛ nea yɛnua poyo ayɛ no a ɔdisɛho sɛ nya saa position mu yɛnua no ama ndc ti a yɛ attractive koraa a mɛkyerɛ npp foɔ a wɔn mu nyinaa titi a wɔn ani agye sɛ yɛnua no bɛyɛ yɛn bia ɔyɛ computer yɛde n'aba radio so yɛ nim no iwa a ɔkasa na di wɔdi anyway ti position wɔ deɛ ɛmu sɛ yɛnua no ɔbɛtumi ayɛ na yɛn mu bi sɛ yɛbɛtaa n'akyi ɛmi asɛm ɛbɛsi no this was the time a yɛkɔhyia mpp na yɛabɔ pɔn ne ayɛ wei we are not going to accept anything yɛabɔ yɛnua no die ɛmɛbu nso adwuma a ɛsɛ yɛsi otumi nya mpɛmpɛntuo bi ɛwɔ ɛyɛ amammuo nim yɛbɛsɛ assembly members ɔdanko nyinaa yɛhwɛ yɛsrɛ sɛ ɔmokɔnɔm kɔfa ba no 100% yɛkɔma yɛnua no ɛnyɛ aso na obi kɔdi ma disika 100 million last time yɛbɔɔ yɛ maame baako ne di 100 million rewo ɛni 100 million de ma wo biara nti yɛpɔ ɔdan yɛ bi a assembly members monkɔ na monkɔto ma yɛnua no na ɛntintuo ntumi mmra ɔdan kɔ ɛwɔ bɛma ti nkwa yɛka wakyi nso sɛ wobɛtumi asɔsi bi ɛwɔ nanti mu a mɛda to ebi.
Yes, so Yedawase Yenfa last caller. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
William Asare, Yetio.
Yeah, I'm chair Teddy, I'm chair Malaka. He said, Minya Okatechi Kasadi. Now means on the view said NDC Air Park or school boys or Supreme Court. Send a bayer. John Mahama between a quarter 10. So, since MPP for air prevented, say, you be Chief Justice, you didn't feel on money at it. Send a bayer, I'm going to get his court. You be jelly MPP corrupted, JDM, say, or prepare ground. Set or better quarter 10. We reach a ground constitution and Macquarie. And to Ghana for a clear when you.
Oh, Prof, on network, no. Okay. Okay, I was for Prof network, no. Prof, Janaye, Mamma, and I ain't Tonka.
Your call has been.
Okay. For last caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Lasmaka.
Pacho Udine, we are free.
On the answer to go to the moment.
No, for you.
Yeah, with it, money. Aha. Let me tell you, I can be careful. No more about Malaka woman who say, so this year, the power. Hey, men, let's all can say, I don't know this what to pass. Malaka and a bear bosom, and nobody radio Sinadi. Million to Brazil. What's a no fair and run an emma for fire mine. And fire mine did to me say, or two galamsey. Oh, you can't say, old town. Also, no, I register. We have papers in the bank. Oh, I'm not going to answer. And then the youth, what I'm not going to go up from there. And you know, about radio, sir. What's the good value? And two gallons say, was Sabia, my steel ground to gallons. And then, fireman, we not going to see you, I'm back. And now gallons say, Mutu or Dandy, I'm not going to go up them. Milia, send a million, you are kind of. And then, Trinity, I can tell us, I care of possible. Mutually, my Ghana for the Amadi and the Tana and the before. It says, say, I'm moving idea. And then Mama will bless you. Yes, and then some trouble in a match to move. That's a Busuma to be able to tell me back. It sounds like Busuma and Busuma every. And to be our city. And then the first answer for the motion, never yet about the answer. It says about Papa. Why not do you say? Can be good them. You don't say, I mean, I bet like all the bank and when you're
say, for I was ya the Fred, you man be see, ha, na yada, munina, so must say. Tell you, sorry, so now, or last word,
Mamma say, we in Krashama, MPP4. Say, you the direction a banner the appointment you are John the one mama especially to the youth. He is building the trust of the youth in Ghanaians. Now, Mranti and Mabawano said this to me, Musano. They should not disappoint Ghanaians. I will not say they should not disappoint the president. Saying that, Mekache Ira Solomon Kusi Brakon, Poyoyo, said, you've worked hard for this. Nyamena Diamam. He should acknowledge it. And then he should know that whatever he's going to do, no, he should be purpose driven. Say, Adiwi, yeah, me teach na meka say, yenya yankodanti say, he should put it on paper and work towards it. The assembly members, tisa senior, mina ko Japan kan no. We enye bra, afini ko bo obi ho po. Abrantie e ba be adwuma no. Se yenyina pese odan ekoso a senior se ekoso na. Mo me enko nefa no ema no. One touch. And when you say kasi etwen, ana support and say me being rejoiceful no enche say me ko ndisi dabi. And many je say abrante baba adwuma no. Na minim say sa abrante no so no. Or hard working, obetumi aye adwuma no. And ma manage wo ho. Malaika, mama just 30 seconds. Na me sorry so.
Yeah, said me nia Adekyee no. It's John Dramani mama I share youth na nyam. Now about that, across the constituencies or eastern regions, there are a lot of youth that have opportunity to serve as district chief executives for various districts. No, the Australian say assembly members. No, see, amuna 2 minutes to home. The best say assembly members in India. No, ebe kaini ehwa boom. Na yetimi aboa, na yetimi aboama. President nominees in India. No, yetimi approve on a one touch. On say eastern region. We share across the country, for Ashanti region, and the last people have already getting their MCs. See, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama at the friend say communicator through the Minister of Local Government. Assembly members are. Yenyu assembly members are nothing be a musu say yenyesi kebi emmom ho bra moko am allowance kura mu yesu no ye de aba beto ho say obia and filling the forms or bank account assembly member only bank account bia no go and create a bank account your mom from now up to on the 9th say obia creating a bank account bet your moka release number me de send you into government appointees and elected assembly members in India no yabasre mu mo money bank account and mo gi say we assembly member yentua oka no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abam papa naba the reset agenda is on course and into yabasre say obi an create account mo ko a friend say na mo ko create account ni first can into momo na assembly members say bibi kakra bia mo so no be top fuel e de John Dramani Mahama have a confidence boka have confidence where the way His Excellency John Dramani Mahama starting now. An assembly member is likely to get a pickup. Oh, sir. You see, an assembly member, the motor system will be over. Pick up. You see, His Excellency John Dramani.
Do you know what I want to recommend?
It's resetting this country.
I want to recommend Kantanka cars. No,
that would be very commendable.
So we'll see a resetting gun.
Yeah. So bet me, I'm moving cars be there. You need your mass members now.
Kantanka bet me.
It is possible.
It's part of Africa.
Because motors.
Debbie Nasa, who can say? You be my assembly members pick up, sir. Even part, I did my Nkwalei basic school. Any SHS from Nkwalei. A coffee China. What are you saying?
It's not true.
Soft care, if it's not true. We'll see.
It's not true.
And the part about cry.
It's not true.
18 to
they are building a factory for that.
We built the factory.
But it's so why are you complaining?
It's more than
why are you complaining?
There been a soft care. It's not made in Ghana.
So why are you complaining?
You don't buy it from
we
Ghana.
are giving it to the local market.
I'm not from home.
We are not exporting anything. They are not exporting anything for the past. We are not exporting anything.
I was informed. I'm your phone. We are more dear. You first done my become enterprise. You and that tell us of force was say. Obviously, you can show say sending a keke. Tell us how to tell us how. Yentil Bibia Nempuno from Telesa to other networks. No, Bibiki to the lowest charges ever. No, so bet me about number of dial number to me. Send you or tell us also near *110# now. What's Sunday connecting energies. tell us so. Now, Perfect Herbal Hospital, see, and diabetes, blood pressure, number 2, Asiama Bra, Akem Asane, Siam Junction, na Beje, I share a Honomo Polytank, Eddie Nemani na Ababija, Ewo, a yet Nes Grace Espete Ho, and now Benya Polytank no be at all. Polytank say over 30 years, and I assume offer 0558 868384. Now, on sa account with your ho. Now, from Point Enterprise, Ebema, baby, I'll be to me, I could to farmok any yogurt, a free, quarters. Tilapia Junction 0244 897 525. I'm a Herbal Clinic. See and cancer say malaria, typhoid, and menstrual disorders. No Fabra no mufa ahaban and sayare no amount. SDA Junction or Mini Gas Filling Station edition. Number near 0244 877 840. Na Trinity Power Herbal Clinic. And so at the end, see and cancer say sumu any hunamani or measure to a said the amount. A year a dreaded beakusi if yada or more a year a juma. Na ukwada spiritual counseling and prayers. For 0244 560 409. Na enyomudinsa was one equa 4 Monkasa Mudim, Franco Vendor and Bentronics, and a day Officer Toru, Kapu, Buta Super Redeside, a buyer. Officer Toru become one at the amount. Na Redeside no so ashin running idea fremo. Nyamia Duma. Yebeko a year trust record mame na yenko na sorry sweet Johnson apori be fi dodo na tai freno Kofi Mensa aka chairman na no nyame adom enenumre ya ewo Jodro na ye no ato empem na nyame adom ochina mpanyufo de na to mpemu adeda no na adofo aba behwe na enwachi no omakopɛ no krabia de amaye na Jodro park no so na we ni na ebekoso na na de chin so bio na ye kwasiada 4th May no Pentecost Asafumu Emmanuel Assembly eho na yebeko akoye nase esom no de ama Johnson Apori Befi aka chairman na afeiso no bibia tumi akoso de ama abusua no ntiadofo no a mutie ye no mobecha ne nso de ama ye na yenkoja abusua yi sanse de ade ato nani no sanya mpenifo kan ye no enye ono ana osanso eyie na yemfa seda so pa over the weekend ye call W.O. Stephen Offey na ye no ye koye ema riasida ema busuafo e bae ni na Nyankopon enka mo ho nti Stephen odon kasa so ye ne ba no so se odiasida e de ma abusua amutimi ebeja ya dofo a mo ka mo pai bom ni na no e de asida ema mo me di mosi ha no mo sei akra mo nyame ya domo a ye besan so ahia bio na mesre woni die kwan so hwe ho so ye for mame esan se nyinche dro bako ene ahweye na se wan hwe ho so ye ama me a ene na anwuwe ena me de ejawo
Achimosa FM 96.1